What's up, guys? Keto Road here, just at work. I want to talk to y'all a little bit just about calories in general, calories in versus calories out. I was thinking about that a lot. Scrolling through social media on my lunch break. Full disclosure, I'm not driving, I'm sitting. I was at my lunch break scrolling through some social media, and I just see people all the time struggling with this whole calories in, calories out thing. And I really want to preach to you that calories matter to a point. But that was an idea that was invented a couple decades ago, honestly. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, all of them. I know plenty of old school bodybuilders, for instance. You talk to them and they didn't count anything. They watched their bodies and they ate quality sources of food. Now, as y'all know, I'm a ketogenic eater. I'm going to eat that high fat, moderate protein, low carb diet. And so all my food is unprocessed. I basically have to cook almost everything I eat. 95% of what I eat, I make myself. I watch what goes in it. And, and calories matter right now because I'm getting ready for a show. So, I'm watching my calories, but I'm not really watching my calories. You have to look at it different. You're watching the amount of food you're eating and the quality of that food. You want to dial down? Eat a little less. Don't cut it dramatically and look at these numbers and knock 1,000 calories off, because that looks like, man, I'm going to kill it with my fat loss. Because you might lose a lot of fat at first. You really, really might. But it's going to stall. Eventually, your body is going to go into a metabolic state where it's producing less energy to match the energy it's getting in. Your body's a machine. God wired it that way. And so it's important to really try to focus on, look at the calories, not as a number that you can dissect to lose a bunch of weight, but kind of like a guideline of the amount of food you're eating, right? And so I would look at the amount and then convert that into calories and go, okay, so I have to eat 200 calories less than what I was eating to get the weight that I want to get, right? And so that's kind of how I would handle that. Because to be honest, people get so obsessed with the calorie thing, and in some situations, like I said, for shows and things like that, it's important, but man, eat right. Eat the right amount and eat quality food. Even if you're in a carbohydrate diet, if you're eating carbs, eat the whole grains, eat the highly nutritional dense foods. If you're doing vegan, make sure you're not eating that processed store food. I have a friend that is alkaline vegan, man, and when he eats raw food. He might cook it, but man, he knows exactly what's going in his food. Same with me. I might eat completely different than him. I eat a lot of fats, a lot of butters, a lot of red meats, a lot of fish and oils. But man, I watch what goes in my food. It's always quality food. I'm getting good amounts of quality food. And it's more about taking away the amount of food slowly, knowing my body, studying my body, and then converting that into what the calories are going to look like. And that is the healthiest way to go about doing it. I cannot stress that enough. I see so many people stressing over calories in, calories out. And man, it's hard. We work full-time jobs. We work 5 days a week. We have families. I do family work. I got Bible study 3 times a week, plus sermon writing, plus church, plus work full-time. I have a lot going on. And so I can understand the stress of that. And so if you're not getting ready for anything serious, man, just sit down and say, okay, track your food one day. Just write down what you eat and how much you eat of it. And go, man, okay, this is obviously making me gain weight. Let's take away this and this. Let's see what happens. And watch your weight for a week. If it works, great, and you don't have to change anything else, don't change anything else. Keep going, right? So I encourage you guys to just worry about the amount and the quality. Make sure you're getting whole foods, and that you're just making sure that you're cooking and not going out to fast food and not going out to restaurants and not doing anything that can put stuff in your body that your body doesn't want there. It's so important. Rule of thumb for me, if I'm in the store and something has more than 10 ingredients, I don't buy it. I won't buy it. And I try my best to make sure that my dinners are one ingredient foods. You know, like when I have dinner, I have a bag of miracle noodles, which is fiber. It's just pure fiber and water. I have beef, straight beef, butter, salt, pepper, and then maybe some cheese or some spinach, right? So very simple ingredients, and it's delicious, and it's good, and it can be fun, and you can learn to get creative. And yeah, sure, it takes an extra 30 minutes in the kitchen instead of waiting in line at a fast food restaurant for 20 minutes. But at the end of the day, you're not watching your calories like crazy or anything like that. You are confidently eating foods you enjoy. You're eating stuff that you're cooking yourself. You know what's going in it, and that alone can build confidence, which takes away stress, which lowers cortisol levels, which makes you lose fat that way too. There's just so many benefits to being patient and really dialing down on looking at what you're eating, guys, and making sure it's whole foods and that it's clean and that you're eating enough. You're not starving yourself, right? Okay, so I just want to encourage y'all with that it's okay. This is a process. It takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. I have plenty of friends that I'm helping with a ketogenic diet, with just eating and working out. Man, you don't lose weight overnight. 2 pounds a week of fat is beyond healthy, beyond good. Anything more than that, I would be worried for you. Even 1 pound a week. Think about it. It doesn't sound like a lot, but you go for 30 weeks, losing 2 pounds a week, that's 60 pounds of body fat off your body. That's impressive. So be consistent, be patient, and make sure you're eating whole, nutrient-dense foods. All right, guys, Keto Road out. Have a good week.